Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another Keyforge Red Reveals. So I've been on vacation for a couple of weeks, so getting back into it. Where we left off was just opened two decks, which happened to be the two decks that are left out here. Jason chose to take the Deepvaults deck, so that left the two that I opened last episode as available for this week. So we still got Lead Huge out there, JW Lead Huge, which is our pack that's got the Maverick cards in it. So take a look over if you want to see what's all in that deck. You can go back to the last episode. I'll put a little link up in that corner over there, which will show you what was all in that deck. I also opened this deck last episode, and so the Alphonse deck will be available also. So what that leaves us with is a mass mutation and one of our original decks. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this big box of Worlds Collide here that I've had sitting over on the side, and we'll open that up. So let me get these out of the way. We'll get our Worlds Collide box kind of ready to open up here. But what I want to do first is we need to figure out who's going to win this week. So let's pull that up. And take a look at our entries. So we've got 10 entries for this week. New high, yes. So there we go. So let's create our table. So we've got our Keyforge giveaway. We've got 10 people in the queue this time. So let's put everybody into our table. Let's make sure everybody's in there. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like 10 results there. They're about. So I think we're all right. And let's go on down to our selection of a random person. So we're going to go 5 times and see what we come up with. So let's go here. We're going to go 1, reposition so we see. There you go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we come up with Tyler as the winner this time around. All right. So congratulations, Tyler. You've got a couple of good selections out there, and we need to shift over and see what we've got for our next selection. So let's get this window out of the way. There we go. And let's take a look and see what's in this Worlds Collide box. So you're not going to get the tokens. I'm keeping the tokens, but you're going to get the deck. So let's cut this puppy open. Got my handy dandy knife. And we'll see what's in here. All right, we're opening it up. Let's see, things you're not interested in are this. Yay, tokens, I get more tokens. My tokens. All right, I don't think anybody really, oop, there's our deck. It's another purple deck. PR Loggerhail of the Hairy Growth. All right, that's an excellent name. So we have somebody of the Hairy Growth. Okay. Let me go ahead and open this up. So what do we have there? We've got some Untamed, Logos, and Saurion. So that's kind of a beastly deck there. Well, except for the Logos, I guess, but we're getting fairly beastly. All right. So we're going to open this up, and then I'm going to want to slide. I think it's this bottom card here. Yep. Take the bottom card here. I'm going to slide it into our little cover up the thing sleeve, and we'll set it out. Now I think I'm just going to flip these right here on the table. I could go to the zoom in side. That might be a little bit zoomed in. We'll stay out here. I think that's okay to see out here. All right, I want to take a look real fast. I'm going to pull it up over here. I want to make sure I'm got the order right here as I go through stuff. So if we start here, yeah, okay. Oop. The order is interesting on these. Okay. All right. Let's do it. See what we've got. All right. So here we have the Hairy Growth deck. All right. Hairy Growth. We've got, what do we have first there? A Babbling Bibliophile. So reap and draw a couple of cards. I like that. That's pretty cool. We have a Cutthroat Research, Steel 2. We have Igor. A sanitation engineer. Like the hazardous. Couple of sanitation engineers. We have Tau Tau Vapors. This looks like it might be a draw deck because I'm seeing a few things that are about drawn in this deck. Titan Guardian. Again, with the draw. And another Titan Guardian. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has got the draw action going on. All right, we're getting into our uncommons. We've got a Groupthink tank. Ooh, that's going to be a nice one to wipe out some side stuff. I like that. All right, memory chip. Another uncommon. Then we have a mini groupthink tank. So you've got the groupthink tank and you've got the mini groupthink tank. That's kind of interesting. So we've got let's put it on top there. So the groupthink tank is an action where the mini groupthink tank is a play, fight, reap. Pretty cool. I like it. Oop, and there's Slidey. And that was our rare or no, that's still uncommon. All right, there's our rare. Self-bolstering automata. Destroyed if you have any other creatures in play. Instead of destroying self-bolstering automata, fully heal it. Wow. Exhaust it, move it to a flank. If you do, give it 2+1 power counters. Very nice. All right, so that's a nice set of Logos cards. So let's see what we're doing. What are we up next with? We're into the Saurian. So we've got an Imperium. Ward a couple of creatures. Legatus Raptor. Perfectus Ludo. The Golden Spiral. Exalt a friendly creature, ready and use that creature. I like that. A little bit of cross action going on there. Cross team action. And there's a couple of those in there. That's very nice. Some synergies. All right, Tricerian Legionary. He's got Taunt and more wards. So we've seen a lot of draw and a lot of wards so far is what I'd say. Is this our first one? Was the last one uncommon? Nope, this is our first uncommon. So Centurion Stepanopius. Is that an L or an I? It's an I. Stenopius. I don't know. I'm not sure how you say that. All right, +3 power for each on it, and you can exalt him every time you play fight or reap. Pretty cool. With the 3 defense, that's pretty awesome. City State Interest. Each friendly creature captures 1. I like that. And what we have here? Holy cow, that is big. 16. That's the first time I've seen the Gargantodon. All right, Gargantodon enters play stunned. And he only deals 4 damage when fighting. Each ember that would be stolen is captured by a creature controlled by the active player instead. Interesting. All right, that is a pretty big beast there. Holy cow. And there's 2 of them in the deck. All right. And next uncommon is Orator Hisro. Ready to exalt each of their neighbors for the remainder of the turn. They belong to House Saurian. Oh, more. This is all sorts of intersecting cross-deck stuff going on there. We've got Senator Brockus. You may spend 1 on a friendly creature as if it were in your pool. Very interesting. And then you get to exalt him when he fights or reaps. All right. This is shaping up to be a pretty interesting deck. I'm liking this deck. All right, what else we got in here? We're going to go over to the Untamed. What's in the Untamed? So we've got an elusive. Let's see here. After you play a creature, if there are more enemy creatures than friendly creatures, gain 1. All right. Mystic Murmok. Play, deal 4 to a creature. So there looks like a pretty good set of damage dealing in here also. So we've got some card draw. We've got some warding. We've got some deal damage to critters stuff in here too. All right, we've got a Rustnar. Couple of Rustnars out there. Song of the Wild. Tantadolin. Boy, these names are messing me up. It's early and I'm not ready. So it's another big creature that does is limited on what it deals when fighting, but it's dealing 2. And I really like the whole discard cards thing, especially when they're random. And then we have the Fittest. Give each friendly creature +1 power counter. I like that because we're looking at more cross-house synergy there. A natural selection. Choose 3 friendly creatures and 3 enemy creatures. Destroy each other creature. Oof. I'm liking this deck. This is pretty good. Instrument of Silence. This creature gains skirmish, fight, gain a crystal. I like that one. That's our first uncommon. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got maybe 3 more cards left in the deck. So we've got Lodon. There are 3 or more untamed creatures in your discard pile. Gain 2. Shuffle untamed back. Probably our last uncommon. When you play this card, treat it as a copy of an action card in your opponent's discard pile. Ooh, like that. All right, so is our last one an uncommon or is it a rare? We've got, oh, it's another uncommon, but I'm pretty happy with that as having doubles of that. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm not really sure what the hairy growth is in this deck because we've got Saurians. I don't see a bunch of big hairy monsters in this deck. I see a lot of like crustaceans and dinosaurs and I'm not sure where and robots. I don't actually see much hairy growth in this deck, but I love the name. The name is great. All right, so let's see. Let's have an overview of what's in this deck. All right, maybe the hairy growth is supposed to be the player. I'm kind of fuzzy, but I'm not going to get this deck unless nobody picks it for quite a while. And it looks like a pretty nice deck, so I kind of think that that's not going to happen. So let's see, run down there. We've got the Senator in there. We've got a couple mimicries in there. Self-bolstering automata. We've got a bunch of big creatures in there too. There's a ton of things that have a lot of health to them. So let's see here. We're going to set that one off to the side. So options for Tyler is PR Lagerhall, the hairy growth deck. We've got Alphonse still sitting out there. So you can be a hairy growth, a stale ruin steward, or the last choice is the one with the Mavericks in it, which is the Mesmerizing Bar. So Mesmerizing Bar, Ruin Steward, or Hairy Growth. That's an excellent choice of decks there. So that's going to be it for this week. Tyler, you're going to need to let me know what it is that you're looking for there. I also need to let you know what it is I'm looking for in the comments for the next set. So I think comments for the next set, let's go, instead of a house, we're going to go with a set. So tell me what your favorite set is. Is it Worlds Collide? Is it Mass Mutation? Let me know what your favorite is. And then let's throw, I kind of like the food theme. So, you know, like Worlds Collide eggs or something like that. Let's go with set and a food, and we'll see what we come up with there. So that's going to be it for this episode. We'll keep it kind of short and sweet. 3 decks out there to choose from right now. Some pretty interesting stuff on the board. I think that's going to lead into next week. We're going to still have some pretty interesting stuff on the board because only one of these is going to go away, and we're going to still have some cool stuff. So that's it for now. Congrats, Tyler, and let me know which one you want. And for everyone else, get entered, throw your stuff in there in the comments, and thanks for watching.